Hey friends, welcome back. This is Velma with Leaders Pathway, where leaders go to grow. We are continuing our series, Accountability in Action, and this is our part 2 of our 5-part series on accountability. So let me kick us off with a question. Are you doing your team's work? Yeah, I heard that sigh. I saw those eyes roll. You know exactly where we're going today. Imagine walking out of the office at 5 p.m. sharp, or out of your home office at 5 p.m. sharp. No laptop rescue mission. No real work starts now moment. Just freedom. Now, not because you swooped in as the fix-it queen or king that day, but because your team, now wait for this, they owned their work and they delivered on it. Right now, though, you feel like you're lugging the entire organization on your back like a leadership pack mule. Late nights, last-minute do-overs, fixing mistakes you didn't even make. And honestly, you're exhausted, right? Hey, I'm exhausted just talking about it for you. Now, if that's you, this series, Accountability in Action, is your rescue boat because your time is valuable and you don't want to spend your whole life rowing someone else's boat. Now, if this is not you, listen, pause this episode and hit the share button. Share it with someone else so that they can put accountability in action with their team. Now, let's say this is for you. So if you're still with me, I want to tell you a little story. This is what happened to our hero in the story. Let me introduce you to someone you might know. Now, since she's a coaching client, let's call her Sarah, just to keep her name private. Now, every time her team stumbled, boom, Sarah would swoop in, fix the report. She would rewrite the deck for the presentation. She would send the client email out. And what did her team learn? Don't worry, Sarah will handle it. That's what they learned. Don't worry when some work isn't done. Sarah will handle it. Don't worry if I make a mistake, because Sarah will handle it. Don't worry if I don't know the solution, because Sarah will find it. She will handle it. Ouch, ouch, and ouch. See, this is what researchers actually call leader-enabled dependency. Let me say that again. Leader-enabled dependency. And it is quietly killing accountability, initiative, and confidence. Now, maybe you have a staff member that works for you and with you, and they have team members, and you see them being the leader that enables dependency. This is what we need to share with them. Because you see, our hero leader, Sarah, she didn't do it on purpose. In fact, none of us do this on purpose. We just want the job done right? But hear me on this, my friend. When the leader always rescues, the team learns they don't have to. See, when you as the leader always come in and save the day, here I come to save the day, then the team sits back and they don't own the work, they don't own the solutions, and they don't own getting it done. They are excused from accountability because when the leader always rescues, the team learns that they don't have to. In fact, one leadership study found that leaders who repeatedly, over and over, rescue their teams, they actually create dependency loops. And those dependency loops decrease initiative and they decrease ownership. Imagine that loop back and all around, back and forth, a looping back and forth. When you, the leader, do the work for your team, you reward them for not doing it. Yikes, right? It hurts because it's true. Now, I'm not saying that because your team doesn't have accountability or ownership of their projects, that it's your fault. What I'm saying is there's things that you can do that actually prevent them from taking accountability and ownership. And when you know this, when you know that there is actually scientific proof that say you can be a leader enabling this dependency and you can create this dependency loop, you know that you can fix it. So think of it this way. If your boss swooped in every time you missed something, every time you made a mistake, every time you missed a deadline, every time you couldn't find the solution, would you really believe you owned the work? Nope. I wouldn't. So if we want our teams to take ownership, we've got to drop the invisible superhero cape. It's not helping, my friend, and it's not helping you, and it's not helping them. In fact, it could be suffocating you. But that's where accountability and action comes in. See, when you want a team that delivers without the hand holding, do these 3 accountability power moves. Now, this is just the start, but I want you to start with these moves. Number 1 in the 3 accountability power moves is stop solving and start coaching. Hands off the keyboard, my friend leader here. So instead of swooping in, I want you to ask a question like a coach. Ask your employee, what's your plan for this project? You're not abandoning them. In fact, you're empowering them to think before they send you that panic email. This will let your superhero cape actually take a nap, right? So number 1 in the 3 accountability power moves is stop solving and start coaching. Number 2 in the 3 accountability power moves is to redirect responsibility. Remember I talked to you about that dependency loop? Redirect responsibility. Give your team the ball and let them run. Try saying something like this. Hey, Johnny, I trust you with this. Circle back to me by 4 p.m. with your solution. This is not micromanaging. I know you're thinking that. It's not. It's actually setting clear ownership with clear expectations. You're not tossing a hot potato. You're handing them the keys to their career progress. See, because as a leader, one of my responsibilities is to grow and develop our team. And you can do it with number 2 in the 3 accountability power moves when you redirect responsibility. And the third power move, number 3, the third accountability power move is normalize struggle. Okay, now hear me on this. If struggle equals failure, then growth never happens. See, if we see that struggle will equal failure, then the growth will never happen for our team. We want progress. We don't want perfection. So encourage your team to experiment, to learn, and to take a swing at finding the solution and getting the work done. Not only will you hold your team accountable, your team will take ownership for their work. Because you see, confidence grows when they swing the bat, not when you or me or anyone else for that matter comes in and home runs the work for them. So why do most leaders struggle then with accountability? I mean, why do they just say, my team won't do their work and I don't know why? And why do you struggle with accountability? Maybe it's because of one of these reasons. Number 1, most leaders are afraid the team won't like them. It's true. We want to be liked. We're human. And as a leader, we want our team and the staff that we have, we want them to like us. So sometimes we struggle with accountability. Or maybe we believe that it's just easier and faster if you do it ourselves. Maybe you struggle with accountability because we're saying, you know what, it's just easier and faster for me to do it myself. And yes, you probably can do it better and you probably can do it faster. But better doesn't scale, my friend. Better is burning you out as the leader. And better is actually blocking your team's growth. So let's retire that superhero act here. Your team doesn't need a superhero fixer. They need a leader and a coach who empowers ownership and accountability. And I promise you this, when you hold your team accountable, when you give them the ownership for their work, they just might surprise you. Well, that's it for today, my friends. This is episode 2 in the series Accountability in Action. It's where we turn I'll just do it myself leaders into my team has got this leaders. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast. And if you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for supporting my work, because I don't want you to miss the rest of this series and all the other juicy stuff that comes your way through the podcast. And you especially don't want to miss the next episode where we tackle why your team won't take ownership and what you can do today to fix it without feeling like you're the mean boss. And by the way, do me a quick favor. Share this episode with a leader you know who's maybe drowning in someone else's work. You could be their lifeline today. And until next time, I'm Velma, and I'm reminding you that the best leaders don't talk about change. They become it. So keep leading, keep believing, and keep becoming the most valuable leader in the room. Oh, wait a minute. I got a bonus for you. Hey, P.S. If you are not on the newsletter list, you are missing out. So when you get tired of carrying the load alone, I want you to join the Leaders Lift. Yes, the Leaders Lift is my weekly no fluff newsletter. Hundreds of people are on it, and hundreds of leaders who get simple shifts weekly that boost their influence and impact. And instantly, this can happen for you. So subscribe now. Want to know how you do that? Hey, just go to velmanolds.com and go to the newsletter tab in the navigation, and then just sign up and start leading smarter this Saturday. Thanks. That's it. This is Velma. Bye for now. God bless.